Hey everybody, how you doing? Welcome back. Thank you very much for tuning in one more time. Okay, more modding coming at you. Just before we do that though, I need to say a few things. One of them is I was Wizards featured streaming this week and it went amazing. Thank you everyone for tuning in, everyone for coming in at whatever points you could, or watching it back, or just giving me great feedback on that. It was great. I've greatly appreciated it. It's awesome. Also this month I'm doing part of the MTG event that they're doing for Extra Life, which is obviously all the money to help the small children and stuff. So please feel free to donate to that in any way you can, if that's just by supporting the stream by watching, or by actually donating hard-earned cash, or doing a cake sale, whatever you want to do to earn money for it. As long as all the money goes to the right people, we're all good. I'm obviously teaming up with MTG Social Club, which is a Discord server for MTG players, mostly Arena, but everyone gets involved. I'll put all the links for that below as well, for the links to the Discord and links to everyone else on my team. There's a team of 6, so make sure you give them a follow whenever you can. And last one that we're still doing, it's still October, so we're still in subscription October. Every time someone subscribes, we are opening a pack and giving them away. So far, we've had a few Japanese, obviously Jelly's foil rares. We're giving away some good rares open, but we still haven't hit the big planeswalkers yet, so there's still time. So make sure you tune in on Twitch and give me a follow on there, and well, a Twitch subscription if you want a chance of winning. If not, give me a follow and you can get in with all the drama. But on that one, back to the modern. So modern today. We are going to play something very close to my heart. This is what got me on the Pro Tour. It's not quite this list or anything along the lines of it. It was actually green black that I kind of meted it, but whatever. Today we're going to play green blue Infect. I say green blue. It is a bit Bant really. We have got a bit of white. I want to see if Baby Teferi is any good. It's the only thing we're really splashing white for. So we'll go through the deck list. So lands, we got 2 breeding pools, 1 horizon canopy, and we do have 3 waterlog groves, because obviously we're a vast number of cards is what we need. We don't want to be flooding out, so this gives us a little extra reach. We've obviously got 4 Inkmoth Nexuses, probably the best card in our deck, 2 Misty Rainforests, 1 Pendlehaven, 2 Forests. We just went for Snow Cover because that's the flavour of the month. 1 Temple Garden, 2 Heaths, and 1 Wooded Field. So we've only gone down to 19 land here, and you notice there's no Dryad Arbor. It's very hard for me not to play Dryad Arbor. I am a big fan of the Dryad Arbor beatdowns, but I think we're going to get more focused onto our game plan. Which means into the creatures wise, we've got 4 Glistener Elves, 4 Noble Hierarchs, 4 Blighted Agents, 1 Spellskite. This is something extra, okay, so I wanted to try this out, see how the new cards are going to start affecting different decks. So I'm playing 3 Once Upon a Time. Yes, it's not going to help us find majority of our deck, which is going to be pump spells and protection spells, etc. But it will help us find our creatures. Bear in mind, we've only got 12 creatures that actually give Infect in this deck. This is another way of helping us find it. Or maybe just finding a Noble Hierarch turn 1. Something along those lines. Or just a land. Sometimes you're stuck on a 1 land and you need to get a second land out. So I'm going to try it out. Could be good, could be terrible. We'll find out. That's what this video is for. Then we got the pump protection. So we've got 4 vines and 2 blossoming defenses, 4 scale ups because the card's just insane in this deck. We've got 4 multigenic growths, 4 Might of Oak Crows. So I think this is the best 4 mana pump spell. Obviously we've got Groundswell you could play instead of, but I'm not the biggest fan because then we're cutting down on lands. So I've gone for the 4 Might. We've got 2 Spell Pierce to protect our stuff, 2 Distortion Strikes just to dodge, blockers, things for our Glistener Elves, and then we've got the Become Immense, because I do like playing at least a 1 of. This card can win you games out of nowhere. Then, as I said before, we've got 2 Teferis, which I'm trying out. I'm not entirely sure if they're going to be good, if they're going to be too slow, but you could get a blocker out the way. I don't know. We'll find out. I have a new card I haven't played with yet since I'm a big Infect player. Is 4 Veil of Summers. Okay, obviously this gives us protection from counter spells and removal. Mainly it comes in black. Mainly counter comes in blue, so this is what we're going to use on this. 1 Flusterstorm. I haven't played this yet either. Obviously, I've seen it played in Legacy and all that sort of stuff, so maybe it'll be good in Modern. Who knows? I haven't seen much of it. We got Back to Nature. This is kind of just going to be a nice catch-all. Maybe we can catch something in the graveyard if we need to. We've got 2 Weather the Storms because burn is an issue, and currently as we are filming, the most played deck on Arena, so we need to watch out for that. We got the Nissa for the grinding matchups. Then we got the Forces for all the Whirler decks, the Cage decks, the new Jeskai deck go floating around, and a few Kitchen Finxes for, again, it's like the heavy removal decks like Janda and stuff like that. So that's the deck. Let's get on with the games. Good modern players. Right, so we're on the dice roll, which is kind of about high good luck. 2 land. Yeah, we'll keep this. So we're going to go turn once. All right, cool. We're against Boggles probably. So I like just. I'm just thinking if we draw another mutagenic growth, we can get a turn. So we're going to do this to try and fill our graveyard up. I'm going to go breeding pool. So we can next turn get in for 8. Yeah, it's only 8 we can get in for. Yep, sure. The classic fight between the two decks. Okay, this is a little bit awkward now because if I go scale up, they're just going to block it, I imagine. But I think that's okay. Because if they don't block it, then we've got we're going to have 2 cards in our graveyard, 3 cards in our graveyard, 4, 5, and then we can become immense turn after. So they'll have to basically hold up a load of blockers. So yeah, I like this. And their deck's kind of like ours, right? It revolves around them having a creature. Yep. And now we've got instant speed death, basically. The only problem is that we might have to use our pump spells to try and protect our infect if they do block. And we can't do the whole like Dried Arbor protection block thing. We might use the vines as a. The good thing about vines is how it's worded. Basically, I can target their creature so they can't like put their enchantments and stuff on it for a turn. But I suppose that's pretty irrelevant when they're Boggles and the whole idea of their deck is they can't get targeted. But that is like a little trick that might come up in the league. No one knows yet. Maybe they've got a path. This is making me think they have a path. What if they've got 2 paths? It made sense to do it there if they did. One, 2, 3, 4. So we can only get in 11 points of damage. No, 9 points damage, right? 1, 2, 3 plus 6. So I think it's probably best we just get in for 1. And then we're gonna once upon a time and see if we can find like an Eatmoth Nexus. There's no way we could go. I suppose there is a way we could have got a Noble Hierarch and done it. No, because we needed 1 more man to play the Noble Hierarch, that's why. This is fine. It means now we can kill on either one, so they need like a blocker and removal spell or 2 removal spells. The fact they didn't play a guy last turn makes me think they don't have one. And we're kind of the ball's in our court, right? We need to make them react first, otherwise we can just keep hitting them for 2 a turn. A Teferi here would be pretty good. just give us that peace of mind, so we know we can just like go off on whichever our turn. We can just probably tick down on like the ley line, just to let it get that back to the hand. It means nothing to us, but just to draw a card. Maybe we tick it up so we can just bounce the enchantment off one of their creatures or something like that. Yep, sure. So if they tap out here, they're dead. Sure. Well, I suppose they can play land still and have some in, but it doesn't look like they do. Just make sure. So they're on 1, 2, 3, 4, plus 6. I don't know what PLS means, but our opponent said it to us. Alright, so I imagine forces are going to be pretty good in this matchup. Back to nature is going to be good. I don't think I want... Well, maybe Kitchen thinks it can buy us a bit of time blocking wise. Same with this. The only problem is with trample, right? That's going to be the biggest issue. This being able to direct the pump spells is going to probably be good, or the enchantments. And maybe a Fluster Storm, just to counter some enchantments. Nope, because it says instant sorcery. I can read cards, don't you worry. Okay, what do we want? Don't want to, like, distract from our game plan too much. I don't think, like, they've only got Path, right? Path is literally the only thing we've got to play around. I think I'm fine with that, if that makes sense. Like, I'm going to cut back on a scale up as well. I'm going to try and go more mid-rangey. So maybe I don't want these 2 Blossom Defense. Maybe I'll keep 2 Vines in. Like this, like these. Distortion Strike should be great here. Spell Pierce should be good as well. Agents, Once Upon a Time, Spell Skite. Teferi's probably alright. So we definitely want these forces. We definitely want this Back to Nature and Spell Skite. I can deal with not playing these, I think. And then cutting these 5. Like, I like the Teferis because they can bounce the enchantments, but maybe it's too slow. Maybe when we're on the play, they're better. We'll bring in 2 more defenses. We'll keep it a bit more pumping. Let's go with this. We've got 1 land, Spell Pierce, Once Upon a Time. They kept 7, so I'm going to keep, and hopefully I can find like another land with this Once Upon a Time. So I'm going to take the draw. Okay. So when they go to play a spell now, I'm going to go Once Upon a Time, try and find a second land, and then I will sack this, go get a land, and Spell Pierce whatever enchantment they put on it. I'm hoping this Once Upon a Time is going to be as good as what I actually think it's going to be. or it's going to work the way that I want it to interact and work. So we are kind of playing this over. We're playing the third one over a land, and we're playing 2 over 2. I think it was 2 over pump spells, maybe. Alright, so I did find I think I like the ink moth. Do I want the ink moth here? Yeah, I like getting the ink moth here, I think. It having reach is probably a problem. But we can destroy it with the enchantment thing, so that's fine. That's the one we wanted to counter. Oops. I'm going to play this out. If they've got a path, they can kill it, but it's just going to ramp us. And we're not far off. Like, we're only, again, a mutagenic growth away from killing them with the ink moth. Sure. Okay. 6, 7. Again, we've got the same sort of problem we had last time. I could go for, so if I go for it for 6, puts another enchantment on. So if I attack now, hit him for 3, it's not going to work. Attack for 2, put them to 8, dead next turn. So can they pump this enough to kill me is what I need to find out. So I'm either going to go for it, or I think I'm going to go scale. I think I'm going to go for it. I'm just like a land short. Pump this 6 here. 6 gets in. They hit me for 5. Say they put like 2 of these on, then I'm dead. I think I'll play it safe. Play the elf to block. But now I'm gonna. I have a weird feeling if I destroy this, this falls off. Could be wrong. It's been a while since I played this matchup. And I'm not a judge. I'm not familiar with these interactions. I'm kind of hoping this gets destroyed and this falls off, but I'm sure people will tell me in the comments if it's gone wrong. Gonna path my guy or something. Prevent all damage. Fight. So okay, so he's gonna fight that. Sure. It's not exactly how that works, but okay, cool. So what they obviously gets a -1/-1 counter. I don't know why they didn't put a +1/+1 counter on the guy and then fight. I think that might have been a misclick. They did prevent all damage. They should have done +1/+1 and fight. That's good for us. Slight misclick, but it happens on Modo. I feel for your opponent. They got 3 cards, they draw 4, so maybe if they got another Boggle or something. So that also means that if you destroy the Umbra and that's the only other champion they got left, it does fall off, just so everyone's going to be aware of that. And that's what would have happened, so it would have been a 1/1, and then once they fought, it would have died. Alright, so they're trying to find a creature. They found a creature. We're after a land. It's not the land we wanted, but it's probably the land we deserve. So 1, 2, I know there's 6, 7, 8, 9. I think we win, yeah. That should be exactsies. Yep. Off to a good start. Hi, good luck. How much do we think if we find any green land of this, put onto a winner? I think I'm going to keep it. I think it's very risky, but I want to see if this card is going to be good enough to keep it in the hands I want. They did mull to 6. Because like if we can hit a green land and go like turn 1 Noble into like turn 2 Noble Blighted Angel, something like that with an with a Nexus, there's a lot of possibilities of things that could happen. Alright, go crazy. So this could be Jund, could be green black, could be the new. There's a Death Shadow deck, Traverse Death Shadow deck floating around. They took the unblockable Infect, that's fine. So against these decks is why I kind of miss the Death Shadow. Miss having Dried Arbor, because they can go so low that you just like can just beat down with it basically. If they want to kill that, I'm okay with that, I think. So I got this Ink Moth, so that's like our backup. And they're just going to have to play these weird turns where they can never tap out. I imagine end of turn... What? They didn't end of turn kill it? Okay. Maybe they want me to go for it, Imagine a Plague Engineer here, how bad that would go for us. Jeez, maybe they really don't have anything. You draw a card. It does look like it's Jund. Yep, Pulse kills it. Just in time. Good effort. So this basically turns off two that like they can't tap the land twice here. Doesn't mean they you know they've got no. They need a big blocker. No, they conceded. It's cool. Nova Hierarch beatdowns are a thing, but we are playing against the Jund, so we need to try and think about what we're going to bring in, which I think are all these type of cards. There's a shout for Flusterstorm here. We don't want these. Okay, so what do we want? I don't really like sorcery speed stuff too much. So I'm going to take two of these out. Like with the vines, like with these. I'm thinking maybe I take all the scale ups out. Maybe they're just not good for what we want. We want to have that like big win out of nowhere turn. But then I suppose these with the Veils will be pretty good because it's like our biggest sort of damage pump spell. I do imagine they're going to bring in Plague Engineers and stuff like that. What is Teferi's actually? Teferi's probably good enough here. What's she going to do? What's he going to do? He's not really going to bounce anything. Like, maybe I'll take him. I'm going to take him out as well. I think he may be on the play type card, which is what I'm kind of getting at. Spell pierces. Take these out. I need to cut 3 more. Maybe. 3 more. This is quite hard. I'm not sure. Maybe we'll go for a Distortion Strike, a Blossoming, because we've got bringing in the Summers, and no, Once Upon a Time must be good because they're gonna start like digging, trying to find our stuff. We'll cut the Flusterstorm, I think. If you decide more differently, let me know underneath. Can't have this. All these pump spells. Don't like mulling against cards with hand disruption, but we'll keep. We'll push. Breeding Pool to the bottom. So 2 hand disruption spells can really hurt. Our hand's not great. Thoughtseize is going to probably take the Blighted Agent, I imagine. Maybe take them. They must have some removal in hand if they got hand disruption as well. Maybe they've got another hand disruption spell. It's games like this where I really wish I had the Dried Arbor. Alright, that's good. Maybe they got a Ren 6? I know. I was like, does that kill them? We got an Infector? 12, 13. It's not far off actually lethal damage. 1. So we could just pump this and get rid of this Ren, which I kind of like. We can't play the Blighted Agent while that thing's around because it just start pinging. I suppose we could. They know we've got the Mutagenic Growth. There it is. Knew it was floating around there somewhere. We're still in it. We're still in it. I'm not going to draw a card just yet. Does turn a lot of our outs off though. Like drawing 2 of the sideboard. Well, it's just doing gen things, right? Alright. Anything we're going to change? Not having any ways to really get rid of the engineer's a bit of a problem. I think we're going to stick with this. Like, I don't think Teferi's going to be that good. Mold 6. So I'm going to play the elf. If they've got removal for it, then you know they're gonna keep it. It's that simple. Well, is it? Maybe I just go. Maybe it's noble. Yeah, let's go noble and see if we can get enough mana out, because then we can start casting multiple spells. Hand disruption, take the glistener elf. No. Paid off one time. Cool. Might have not been a need to play the second noble there, I'm not sure. The fact that they've brought that in tapped, that's great for us. Come on, events off the top, let's go. Would it become do it? This is 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So if they go Plague Engineer, name humans. in a bit of trouble. Tarmogoyf. Sure. It's a nice one. Means everything's safe from Plague Engineer now as well. That they can't tap out for a Plague Engineer. I suppose they could tap out for a Plague Engineer. It's interesting. So you can block here, kill this. Spell Sky or Blighted Agent. I think it's Blighted Agent. He's going to block, sack, destroy this. Sure. Sure. Push. I think maybe he's deciding to push now. We got our life things are like Spell Sky. Well, no, protection spells are best draws, right? So we've got a few of them. We've got a few Veils as well because it can only be black. So we've got 4. We've used 2 Vines, so we've got 2 of them left. So we've got 6, 8 plus 2 Spell Pierce, 10 out of 45. Yep, so there's the push. I'm gonna attack this for 2, I think. So I'm gonna make another guy. I'll attack them and pump it for 4. We're just going to start trying to go wide basically with this Nissa. Sure, you can make me sack a plant token. A little late, but I'm just going to start playing around Plague Engineer. I don't think Ultimate in this Nissa is where we're going to be. We got lethal on like multiple fronts now. We've got damage. I suppose damnation is the worst thing for us. Oh, where have you been all my life? Yep, take it down. Infect beating Jun. That's a rare one that you don't see very often. The King of Nomi? Is that a thing? Oh, this has got a lot of land in it. I think we can do better with Immoral. Yeah, we'll keep this. Turn 1 elf. Turn 2 elf ink moth. Yeah, I think we need 1 ink moth. Alright, so it could be land destruction. Could just get Blood Moon, I guess. It's pretty bad for us. Maybe I suppose if they do turn 2 Blood Moon, which they wouldn't have, they would have got a mountain there. A forest. Untap this. Get 2 mana. No, okay. Trying to think what are they going to play. They've obviously got something huge they're going to play, right? 2, 3, 4, 5, 9. Okay, this is a lot of mana. Yep. Okay, it's green, red, 4 powered beatdowns. Alright, not respecting us in the slightest. I like it. We can't. Okay, we can do it also. 1, 2. So this is 8, 9. Yeah, we can do it all. Turn 3, that's how we want it, right? What do you want to get? I suppose enchantments. If we want to get rid of like the kind of ramp stuff, I guess is enchantment based. Don't think we want this. I think these are all the things we could bring in. I feel like this again to Fairy feels like it's just going to be too slow. I like Spell Pierces for like turn 1 type stuff. I like all the protection we've got. Pumps. Take out A once per time. Definitely a creature based deck, so maybe I'm going to take out a Distortion Strike. So you're going to have a lot of removal, right? So just going to trim down a little bit. Maybe I'll take out the second growth. Yeah, let's try this. So yeah, we'll keep this. Blood Moon. Sure. So I have to get the basic mountain down there, I think, in case we get Blood Moon again. Sure. Looks like a 4-drop to me. So we've got, we don't have a lethal unless we draw another pump spell, I don't believe. It's not another pump spell, but it's stuff. So we can get in for 6, 7. We can just get in. It makes no difference on the. We could just try and go after their mana, but I think it's better just to go face. Any pump spell? Nope. Ooh. Oh no, 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 don't click through, don't click through. So they have to like wipe my board here basically and deal with the land, which they can't. So that's good. 3-0. Lost the dice roll again. Damn it. Why can't we win dice rolls? Hand sweet. If I had one land, I think I'd be keeping this. Opponent kept 7. So we'll keep. I suppose we push this mutagenic down. Oh, burn. How beautiful. Vines of the Vastwood. It's always a burn player. I think every league has a burn player, right? Yeah, 3 to this, 3 to me. Oh no, hold on, sure. It's equally as bad, but. Would I have enough pump for this next turn? 6, 7, 8, 6, 7, 8, 9. No, I wouldn't. So I'm going to play a Blight Agent. Goblin Guide, sure. So this is 6. Let's let this triggers happen. Land. Land. So this is 6, which puts me to 8. Puts me to... So it's 8 damage. No, it puts me to 8. So 8 puts me to 6. Puts me to 4. This is interesting. We don't have a leaf, I don't think. Can we pump this big enough? 6. Nope. So activate this is 1. Make it 6, 7, 8, 9. 8, 9. 10, nope. And if we don't, we need blockers. I think we're dead. I don't think there's anything we can do. This is quite upsetting. Say they've got a land in their hand, they draw another land. We block and pump, take 4, go to 3. Turns out that mutagenic growth would have still killed us. So activate this. So we get no, because we need to block. So if we go Ink Moth, block here, take 2, go to 5. We untap 1 to activate 6. No, it's still 2 turns. It's still, we just can't get lethal, I don't think, unless we draw a mutagenic growth or become immense. 1 to activate. 2, 6. Yeah, I really am not. I just don't know. I don't think there's a way to win over 2 turns unless they literally. No, even if they have Stone Cold nothing, I don't think we can do it. Go get a basic forest, puts me to 6. Activate block. If anyone sees a line there, let me know. It's quite annoying. Oh. If I take 2 here, it means I can only cast 2 spells. No, 1 spell. If I do this, Become Immense isn't out. I think at bottom of defense this. Untap. 1 to activate this. Scale up this. Could free... No, I couldn't theoretically do it because this thing's just going to do too much damage to me. I'm also dead to Boris Charm. I'm dead to anything if they just have double land. I guess I give myself the Become Immense out. Oh, I knew I was drawing that as well, didn't I? Twat. So, I guess I'll just get in there for 2. So he's definitely got a land. What have they got? It must have something. No way they're drawing all these land. Like this. If I play this to Fairy, we win. If they if they got nothing, I think they got a 3-mana like a bolt or something. They're just waiting for me to take 2 damage off this Eidolon. So like, what's the possibility of them drawing 3 non-burn spells? So it's going to take me attack this time. They go to 6. They draw. I suppose they got 2 draw phase. 2. I just don't think they've got it. I think we're going to have to. I'm going to go for it. Am I going to go for it? So anxious about it. Yeah, they did. Nah, nowhere close. Okay, we do have some stuff to bring in though. So we got all these, this, plus these, plus 2 kitchen fixes. It's a lot of cards to bring in. I don't want mutagenics. I don't want strikes. I kind of do want multiple times. I think fairies are nice to have, not a need. One of these can go. I will take out 1 vines. Oh no, hold on, no. Oh, I just realised I put the veils in and they do nothing in this matchup. That's really bad sideboarding, guys. That is terrible. I just really, I don't know why I keep thinking this is just that gives me hexproof. Draw a card. Oh, that's lame. Well, it's just a card that does nothing. Okay, cool. I brought in 4 cards that do literally nothing. One, 2, 3, 4, 8. No, 1, 2. No, it's not going to do it either. Well, if this was another pump spell. Green and pool and wood fails. Cheers. Don't believe I boarded 4 of them in. That's so bad. One. I'm sure there's a way to do this. Green, green. Die to triple bolt. So bad that me sideboarding like a twat has basically lost us this game. 1, 2, 3, 4. So any 3 damage burn spell kills us. We've got a block. Yeah, that was terrible by me. Like, absolutely horrendous. I don't mind if I get beaten. I'm fine with that. Like, whatever, cool. You did your job. You did what you're trying to do and beat me. When I could have won, but I messed up, that's when I started gripping. And we lost another dice roll. We can keep this. So hands like this, when I have multiple creatures, I like, ooh. I think it's elves. I was going to say, normally when I have multiple creatures, I like playing creatures into them. Like into their removal. But I kind of want to get a Blighted Agent down next turn. I suppose this isn't going to make too much of a difference. This is actually a hard matchup. I've always found elves to be a hard matchup. This is the key to this matchup, getting a Blighted Agent down. That's saying that it is elves, obviously. Veil of Summer. What am I doing? Sure. So I'm going to attack. Like, that's one of the most important cards. So I might just pump my guy to trade if he does block it. Which I don't think they would. So now we're just trying to build up to this, which, if we draw a fetch land, it puts 2 in the graveyard. I don't think we can get there. Which means we have to kind of try and win over 2 turns. Unless we draw like a scale up. I think a scale up would do it. Another might would do it. 1, 2, 3. Maybe a in fact, maybe any push to it. Chord for 1. Sure. What are they calling for 1? Do we need to win this turn? We're just going to lay that whole hand out. Tap them for another 3, 5 mana, sure. It's a pretty good turn 2. Turn 2, turn 3. Alright, we have to win this turn. They can't use a Zodiac, they need 5 mana. They've got 1 float in, and they tap 3, make another 3 goes to 4. They could tap this, but yeah, whatever. I'm not blocking. So we have to win this turn. You got a few outs, got more than 1, which is always good. Land probably isn't it. So if I fetch, if I sack this, it puts another one in the graveyard. If I draw a fetch land, I go fetch land, puts 3 in the graveyard and 1 there, no. If I go mutagenic growth, what's that? Nope. I don't think there's an out. They're saying that they have to pump. Oh no, they can just tap this guy, right? It's not much we bring in. I mean, it's just one of those matchups. I think we need a blighted agent. That's the key part. Been on the play, we would have won. Is what it is. We'll keep this. Trying to think. So if I attack, he's not going to block. He'll take 2. Next take, make 2. So I'm gonna force him to do stuff. It's also just more ways of us getting things in our graveyard. It's not blocking. Even better for us. So now if he starts making like 2-on-1s and stuff, things like that. That's when it starts getting a bit awkward for us now. Free mana. Oh, you fucker. Alright, I think this is game. No one plays this card anymore. Turns out I'm wrong. Oh, goodness gracious. This league started so well. I just don't even know what to do. They hit the Malera. Oh my goodness. Who plays Malera? Card's dead card. I suppose they might have the combo. Oh no. There's nothing we've got for it all either. We've got literally 2 Teferis in the deck. And they got a cord. GG's. I know I've got a forest in my hand, but I'm not going to carry on playing that. I'm not going to put myself through it. It's just, it turned from being a great league into me messing up to a bad matchup, and that's just how things are. So we'll take the 3-2. I still don't know if you want, maybe you could pick like paths in the board or just members. These Veils didn't do too much. I do think it's worth playing 4. I'd maybe get rid of the 2 Kitchen Finxes for some removal. Maybe the Return to Nature is quite a nice catch-all. Maybe the Flusterstorm could come out. So maybe these could change to some sort of like Dismember path because we're playing white, something along those lines. Very didn't do much, but we didn't really play against games where it would have done much. Like we wanted to poach. Also, we were on the play for I think maybe 4 of the 5 or maybe all 5 games, and that's really big in Modern, especially for this deck. We definitely would have won in fact, we would have definitely won the burn one. I think we would have won the burn one, at least one of those games if we were on the play, and we would have definitely won the elf one in round 5 if we were on the play. So again, it's play draw is a huge factor. So we'll finish off, open a chest, hopefully we get something half decent. Oh, Thalia is not bad. Thalia is not bad at all. But other than that, cool. I hope everyone has a good rest of the day, wherever you're in the world, wherever you're watching this from. Please put some likes in the comments. Tell me I messed up. Tell me to stop tilting because why am I boarding these virus summers? You're a Mong. You should never play Magic again. All this sort of stuff. Put it in the comments below. And yeah, check out everything. I'll see you later on. Love you long time. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.